What is good, you absolute legends? It's ATC here, and you may be wondering, why is he holding the lion rampant like that? Other than looking all majestic, of course. Well, this weekend is the Highland Games weekend here in Glengarry, Ontario. I'm going to watch the pipe bands. I go every year. The caber toss, the beer tent, the scotch tasting, all that great stuff. This little village that I go to has 1,200 people in it most times of the year, but over the weekend it has well over 100,000 people. And in true Scottish fashion, I'm going to grab my metal detector, head behind when the festival's all done, and pick up everything they drop. Let's get after it. So here we are at the Highland Games Festival. Wicked turnout so far this year. It is incredibly hot, incredibly humid. Thank God for that beer garden. Behind you guys is a massive, huge soybean and cornfield. And as you can see, parking takes place in this great big open field. I can hear the pipes going on behind me. I can't wait to get in there. Today, we're going to party like it's 1899. Let's get after it.
Green where the clover grows, with bagpipes blaring the river flows. The tents are up, folks everywhere. Come gather round to Ballydoe Fair. Come gather round to Ballydoe Fair. Fiddles start playing as morning breaks. Children laughing, eating their cakes. Merchants hawking their bric-a-brac. A sea of tartans, red, green, black. Oh, hear the pipes, a lively tune, echoing high beneath the moon. Dance to the reel, stomp to the jig. At Ballydoe Fair, come small, come big. Shepherd's pie and sausage rolls, ale poured in wooden bowls. Lasses in bonnets, lads in tweed, living the joy of simple need. The piper stands with cheeks so red, blowing the call till stars are spread. The bonfire lights the midnight sky, with every cheer the spirits fly. Oh, hear the pipes, the lively tune, echoing high beneath the moon. Dance to the reel, stomp to the jig. At Ballydoe Fair, come small, come big. Lively tune, echoing high beneath the moon. Dance to the reel, stomp to the jig. At Ballydoe Fair, come small, come big.
3 days later.
Alright, so here we are. It's the crack of dawn, early morning. We're going to head out to the fairgrounds. And the reason we're heading out as soon as possible after everything's cleared, all those tents and stuff, I want to make sure we get there before the lawnmower takes a pass and crunches everything up. Now, I've got a couple detectors, but today I'm going to use my Fisher F22. Now, a couple of reasons why I'm using that. We don't anticipate rain, but it is completely waterproof and weatherproof, which is nice. But the bigger thing is we've got a ton of area to cover. That's a huge fairground, and we're going to be doing some surface detecting. Now this thing has an ABS shaft, completely adjustable, 9-inch coil, which is perfect for surface detecting because we won't be digging and poking around too much with the pinpointer. I'm going to bring that in the digging knife anyways, but I don't think we're going to have to use it. Now the biggest thing though is detecting all that area. You want something that's really light, and this thing fits the bill. It's about 2.5 pounds. I can swing this thing all day and my arm's not going to get tired. Now let's get a close-up of the screen. I'm going to show you some of the features that this thing has that makes it the perfect detector for what I'm doing today. And you don't need a really expensive detector to do this, especially surface finds. I'll show you in a second. Let's take a look. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to keep this as steady as I can and show you guys what I'm up to here. So we're going to turn the unit on. The coil is on the ground. It's going to cycle through and do its ground balancing. So there you go. It's completely ground balanced. Now that screen is going to turn pretty much blank. So you have iron, gold, silver, and we are in artifact mode. Now it has different modes. It has custom modes you can actually set. And what these modes do is they actually, you can use them to cut things out. So if you don't want to find iron or aluminum, you can cut those out. But we're not going to use those today because we don't know what we're going to find. It's got jewelry mode. Let that settle. Obviously for finding jewelry, gold, silver, stuff like that. Got coin mode. Now this is set, I'm in Canada, so our clad is actually full of zinc and stuff like that. Coin mode doesn't work really well here. It works much better in the US on US coins. And it has the mode we're going to be using, which is artifact mode. That's a really, really fancy way of saying, let's pick up everything. And, you know, if we were digging, which we're not today, you could use the belt up the top, see what number pops up, and dig accordingly. But being that we're just looking on the surface, we're going to be swinging the detector, and we're going to be watching this depth bar. And what that depth bar does, you want to, if you're only doing surface finds, you're going to want to find stuff that only has one bar there. So let's see here. Let's we'll throw a set of car keys down there. There we go. Move my tripod a little, and I'm going to go over top of those car keys. And you can see it's only got one depth bar. So that means that the item is on the surface, which these keys obviously are. So there you go. That's the kind of targets that we're looking for. Now, like I said, I am going to bring my digging knife and my pinpointer. Because you know what? I'm not stupid. And if something pops up gold, I'm digging for it. Let's head over to the fairgrounds and have some fun. All right, guys, here we are. Looks an awful lot different than it did a few days ago. Obviously, a whole hell of a lot emptier. You can see all of the railings and the fencing where everyone was sitting, all the berms where people could have been dropping stuff out of their pockets. So we're going to do this area by area. I have a few things in mind that I want to check out. I'll show you the area I'm going to detect, and then I'm going to go detect it. Now, I'm not going to pull you guys in for every single dime, nickel, and quarter, but if I find something decent, I'll pull you guys in and let you know. Let's have at it. All right, guys, so this is area number 1. This is where the vendors all had their shops set up. You can see the strip down the sides here. Theory being people are digging in their pockets for change to pay the vendors. Maybe they drop stuff, maybe the vendors drop stuff, who knows. But let's give it a shot. We'll swing the detector around and see what we find. All right, so somewhat cool find number 1. Was swinging along. I would have noticed the plastic here with my eyeballs, but you can see it registering up as a surface target right there. And there's actually something underneath it as well. This is why multi-detector frequencies are kind of nice to pick stuff out or having discrimination. But yeah, whatever this is, we pick that up. It's got a clip on it. Oh, okay. So it's one of those, wonder if that still works. That's one of those lights if you have like an e-reader or what have you. Yeah, it works. Awesome. I don't read much, but someone will use that. Cool. So there's find number 1. All right, so here's some metal detecting at its finest. We dug ourselves out a plug here the size of a small Domino's pizza. Flipped the plug over. It said it was about 2 inches underneath the ground. So I flipped that over. I see absolutely nothing. So I decided to just dig some of this dirt here out of the hole. Look at that. I have no idea what that is or what it's from, but that is a giant hunk of metal right there. All right, guys, so if you do get a metal detector, or if you have a metal detector and you go out, just a tip, these parks are for everybody to enjoy. You can see I'm taking a great deal of length to go ahead and replace all my plugs and make sure everything's as smooth as possible. Give that a rainstorm, which we're supposed to have tonight, and you'll never even know I was here. There's me booty from spot number 1. Not much to write home about. We found that weird piece of metal that I just showed you buried under that plug. We got our e-reader light and 30 cents in clad. And of course, we wouldn't be metal detecting if we didn't find ourselves a pull tab. So I'm going to spin you guys around here and show you right over here alongside this fence. That's the berm that folks sit on to watch all the pipers and the games themselves, the caper toss and such. A good spot underneath the shady trees. It's both fun to detect and a great spot for people to lose change. So let's go through there and have a quick look before we head on to our next spot. All right, so here's an interesting one. I swung over, and at first when I looked down, I assumed it was this here at the end of the detector, which is a cigarette foil. But on closer inspection, when I went down to clean it up, we have a pin of some sort. I don't think it's gold or anything, but whoops, still pretty cool. 11 points logistics. Cool. So we'll pick up that cigarette foil too. Take our trash out with us. Only a little bit left to go. We can turn the corner and head towards the beer gardens. Curses, foiled again. I'm here all night. Try the veal. All right, so as we approach the beer tent, here's our treasure from the berms. Nothing fantastic. I showed you guys that pin. That's kind of cool. I found this token. Looks like the arcade token I found in the park the last time I went metal detecting. Probably something to do with the beer tent from putting it together, taking it apart. There's an Allen key there. Tons of these zip ties. They have a little tiny metal piece in there that holds the strap when they close. 40 cents in dimes. Dimes seem to be the currency of the day. We found this hair elastic, some more foil, and this from a looks from a pill or something like that. Probably Gaviscon or Imodium, knowing the amount of fair food these people ate over the weekend. I know what it does to my guts, but we'll throw that in the garbage and move on to the next spot. I've saved all the better spots for last. We're going to go where the pipers were, and we're going to go to where the admissions booth was, as well as the rest area, patrons rest area. So let's head over there and have a look. There is one of the nice things about living in Canada and not having dollar bills. We have dollar coins. You can find a buck just by swinging the detector once. We will definitely pick this bad boy up. Yoink! Random find number 257. Potato. No signal though. Nice. Alright, I wanted to show you guys because my video earlier didn't really do it justice. Here's the entrance area, but I'm going to swing this around and show you that parking area. Look how massive that field is, and that thing is absolutely full during the games. All the cars are gone, so you can really get a sense of how big that is. That thing is huge, and there's the soybean field in behind that I mentioned earlier. Massive. All right, so we're at the structure here. This is kind of a rest area for the pipers, and I kind of swung the detector on the way in, on my way here, and I got a really, really nice signal, and I've seen a gleam of something, but I have no idea what it is yet. But as you can see, it's registering in gold, so I'm a bit excited. Figured I'd grab the camera because you don't normally get to catch these things on camera. If it's gold, or trying to look through the camera and see what I'm doing here. Oh, nice. So what this is, yeah, I knew it. This is a kilt pin. And of course, you can see the pin part of it came loose that holds, works like a safety pin. Kind of like a pin for a big Scottish diaper, I guess. But that being said, yeah, you can see the pin actually came loose from the holder here and fell off this pour. So I actually kind of feel bad sometimes finding stuff like this. I mean, this is really, really cool. But this crest here will be that person's clan. So it's particular to their family. They're not expensive. You can buy these actually at the games for like 25, 30 bucks. Still really, really a cool find. But I feel bad for someone that lost it because, you know, it will have personal significance to them. I mean, that being said, they could just go buy another one. Now, normally these aren't made out of precious metals. If anything, it might be plated, or it's probably pewter. I would guess probably some form of pewter, but cool nonetheless. Awesome. Let's move on. We got one more area left to go. We're going to head to the patrons area and the military tent. All right, so we saw this at the beginning of the video. I'm going to go detect in there. This is the children's area. You can see the circle on the grass where those ponies that the kids were riding go around in the circles. In behind them, we'll see if the kids dropped anything, just for the heck of it. We're almost at the patrons area and military tent, but let's check this out first. Yep, definitely metal. Seriously though, just brought you back because there was nothing in the kids area. Really, really surprised. But on the bright side, I didn't pick up what the ponies dropped. So that being said, over to the military area and patrons area. All right, so here's the military and VIP area. They put the military obviously here because they want them to have front row seats to all the stuff, and it's like a premium they get for their service, which is awesome. And there's a shady part of it there. Now, we've already found the find of the day in here just as I was walking in and having a look around. It's over near my detector over there, so I don't lose it. But I walked in. We did find some really old pull tabs and a top off of a pudding cup for some reason. I guess those veterans like their pudding or something. But here we go. Right down in there, you can see it shining away. I wouldn't have even needed the detector to find that, actually. So that is a cap badge, a military cap badge. Now, they're not valuable per se, as in made out of valuable metal. Their regiment will issue them a new one. They're free. I was in the military. This is actually the local reserves regiment, the SD&G Highlanders. Still a very cool find nonetheless. That's definitely a keeper. So I think that's probably the last find of the day, but we're going to swing our way out, grab my tripod on the way out, and hit the car, and let's go over our day and what we got for cool finds. But yeah, that's awesome. Between that and that kilt pin, awesome day out, and we got some change too, maybe even enough for a cold beer. Let's go check it out. Well, all right, here we are. We're home. Here's our treasures on the day. We got $3.50 in clad, which, you know what? That's enough to buy a beer, so not too dang shabby. We got this Allen key, which on the surface may not seem like a treasure, but that is a 5/64 Allen key. And if you're handy like me, you know how those tend to go missing. Always handy to have an extra one of those laying around. We found this cool 11 points logistics pin. I don't think it's precious metal or anything like that, but cool nonetheless. This token. We got this e-reader lamp, which is kind of cool if you have an e-reader. Not my thing, but my mom or my sister will like that. The two finds of the day really, this awesome kilt pin. I'll have to look up this clan badge, but very, very cool. We'll put that in the treasure chest for sure. Along with this is our cap badge from the SD&G Highlanders Regiment. That's the local, like I said, the local reserves regiment. Very, very cool. All in all, a great day out. Well, all right, guys, there you go. Great day. I do it once every year. I would have thought I would have got more change, but that being said, we still got that awesome kilt pin and that cap badge. Very cool stuff. Good exercise, good fresh air. Got us out and we cleaned the campground up a little, which is really awesome. Cheers, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out these absolute legends. And a huge thanks to our legendary channel members. Thanks so much, guys. All of our channel members get entries towards the big nugget draw.